Niramesham, mm, that is the point where the mind is absolutely free of any desire. Sasandhi sadhito yena. One who is able to catch, one is able to grasp that moment. Which moment? Where the mind has not become, where the mind has become empty and the mind has not started projecting. Because most of the times, when the mind becomes empty, we go into sleep. And if at this moment I say, close your eyes and watch your mind, you will say, yeah, there was nothing. But the moment that thought came into your mind, there was nothing. Something was there, and that was this thought that there was nothing. So therefore you cannot say that the mind was empty. It only happens on the seat of meditation initially, or at a time when there is some shock, or at a time when there is an accident, or at a time when suddenly a big some cup drops, or a very expensive crockery falls down, or a metallic pot falls down, and that ear-shattering sound comes, and suddenly the mind stops. And you can watch the mind slowly becoming active again, isn't it? We have all experienced it sometime or the other. That time. So before the mind has started becoming into many thoughts, or before it has gone into emptiness, which is sleep, that point. If you can remain awake to that point, when the mind, why during the day it is not possible for you to catch that point initially for a common person or a seeker? A seeker, we are not talking about advanced seeker, a beginner seeker. Why it is not? Because the mind has already become active. But when you wake up in the morning at 3 o'clock in the morning, everything is quiet. There is not even a... See, if you are sitting... Try this. When you are sitting in the morning at 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, you put the TV on number 1. When you put the volume, on first bar of the volume, you think that it is too loud. The TV is too loud. But during the daytime you put the TV on, probably you'll have to put it on 10, 15, 20 bars to grasp the sound from the TV, isn't it? That much disturbance is there. That much gradation of disturbance is there. So if that is happening outside, in the outside world, won't it be also the outside is influencing the inside right now for a beginner seeker? So naturally at that time at 3 o'clock in the morning, everything is quiet. And before getting into too much activity, the mind is not ready to get into the world. Why? There is nothing to do. Shops are closed, programs are not there on the TV, radio, hardly any programs there. People are all sleeping, children are sleeping, animals are sleeping, birds are sleeping. Whom do you interact with? There is no one to interact with. Majority of the people, even if they get up at that time, they again go back to sleep. Why? Why should I waste my time? But that is the time that you wake up and appreciate or synchronize yourself to the truth, to the japa. How do you... Truth is there all the time, but how do you synchronize with it? By the mantra, by the japa, or whatever. So this is the way. Sasandhi sadhito yena samukto natra sanchaya. To the realized person, this is the point For him, he does not wait for morning, evening. A realized master, at any given moment, he is very, very alert about not losing the peace of mind. And that peace of mind is not equal to no thoughts. No, it is not equal to no thoughts. It is equal to remaining equanimous means what?
Unagitated.
Remaining equanimous means where your mind has not gone into ignorance, that is absence of thoughts, and where it has not started projecting the thoughts also. That point, that is the point where maximum no thoughts is tamas, projection of thoughts is rajas. So what will be in the middle? Sattva. That is the point of purity. That is where the mind has not started projecting yet. You are awake, you are alert, you are available, you are conscious. To yourself. Because if the thoughts are coming, then you are conscious of the thought. If there is no thought, you will become conscious of no thought. But at that point where there is no thought and the seeds of thoughts are just coming up, in between that is the point where only you and you alone exist. That juncture. And that is the point that every Mahatma, every realized person is absolutely alert about. Now, let's see what we are doing in our meditation in the mornings. What do? We are available to the body to the exclusion of all other thoughts. When we are only available to the body, it becomes monotonous. Sometimes we may find ourselves going to sleep. So first we take a very gross support, which is the body, to the exclusion of all other thoughts, and become very alert so that the mind should not go to sleep. And what happens at that time? When I say when your mind has become what is the sentence I use? When your attention has stabilized on the body form, shift the attention from the body to the
source,
to the witness, When your attention has become stabilized on the breath, shift the attention to the witness. And I also keep saying that you can never shift the attention to the witness. But that exercise itself will not allow you to go to sleep. It reminds you that you have to remain awake. You should not go to sleep. In breath, out breath. In breath, out breath. As long as you are aware of both of them, it becomes mechanical. Ramana Maharishi said, Prana bandhanat liyate manaha. He says, merge your mind at the junction